There's a lot of tea right now, but I think it kind of opens the door for this video, so roll the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you a video about mental health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. You thought I would forget about that. No, I didn't. So today's video is going to be about why we should have mental health days off work, school, and why that should be a thing. Also, why your mental health is important, which everyone knows for the most part, I would think. A little bit of that, and also a little update on my life, because some things are going to be happening this summer now that I was not planning on. So jump right into this while I put on some Fenty Glow. You guys have seen my haul, maybe not yet. Found the tiny version. So I think I'm gonna return the big bottle lid that I bought. I love this gloss so much. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Jeffree put out lip glosses. I'm so excited to get my hands on those. So I did cut my hair. I think this is the first video that I'm actually filming with my shorter hair, and I really love it. It reminds me a lot of when last spring when my hair was finally growing in. And yeah, my hair was like down to here, and I cut a few inches off it because it was just dead. So first off, let's just get into it. Mental health. What is mental health? Mental health is this definition right here. But basically, in my opinion, your mental health is your ability to think cognitively, for you to do things, for you to get up in the morning, for you to go to work, go to school, whatever you do. Without that, you are just not functioning at all. That's just the best way that I can describe it from my own opinion, but of course, that's why I wrote the definition here, because I know someone's gonna be like, Sam, that's not a real definition. Yeah, okay. Mental health is very important, and there's a lot of people in this world. We've gone over this. If you have been with me on my channel for a long time, comes in a variety of different illnesses, such as anxiety, depression, PTSD, OCD, etc. There's way many more than that. Those are just some of the ones that I just popped into my head at the moment. But as far as mine, most of you already know I have depression, social anxiety, and that's as far as it goes as of right now. But I do feel like I may also have some sort of OCD, but I'm not gonna self-diagnose on the internet, so I don't know about that. I do have a lot of my own shit that I deal with every single day, and it really sucks, and I've been trying to overcome and just get over it. But you know, to be honest, I feel like maybe you can cure yourself of your mental illnesses, but me personally, I've been struggling with that for a while, so I'm just trying to live and deal at this point. But that is why I feel it is very important that we should have some mental health from work, from school, whatever you're at, because it is so important to just take a day or 2 days to breathe, to get away from work environment, from the school environment, from people in general, because stress is a real thing, being overwhelmed is a real thing, and I cannot begin to tell you my depression is up and down like a freaking wave of an ocean so much, especially this last year, or the last few months I should say, just winter time and stuff, really like settling into like living on my own with my husband, being married, having a job that is very, very, very consuming of me, myself, my soul, and my mind, which I'm blessed to have a job, and I'm blessed to work with my babies and have my kids. But at the same time, you know, it takes a lot out of me every day. And sometimes there's just days where I don't want to go to work. I don't want to deal with it. Been a few days I've just called out of work and been like, bye. Been like, bye, I'm taking a day to lay in my bed and be by myself because I can't right now. There's also been a lot of things personally going on in my job that I really do not agree with, but I'm still in the process of figuring out what I'm doing. I did just speak in a vlog that I was planning on leaving the end of the summer, but some things have changed. But no, I really feel that it is really important to have mental health days, because work, come home from work, go to school, come home from work, school, home, school, work. Like, it's just so much to deal with. And not only that, but your personal relationships, like if you're married, if you are with someone in general, your family, just everything else around it, it can get so fucking overwhelming that you just want to literally just sit in your room and just be and left alone, which is how I feel a lot of the time. I feel like the only way for me to really wind down from the day is if I just have time for myself. And if I don't have time for myself, if I don't have time to either come in here, watch videos, or go in my room, or, you know, same for David, just to have him like playing video games and me just being, that I'm gonna be a raging bitch, because just me personally, from my experience with work and school and just being overwhelmed, you guys, most of you know from my older videos, I tend to get very irritable and irritated and pissy and pissed off, and I will just start bitching and really just cutting you deep, like really just getting in there, because that's my way to vent and to be after the end of the day. So that's why I feel like it's very important for me you know, to have mental health days, because otherwise, you know, that rage in me and that irritation is just going to build and build and build and build and build, especially if I do not have a day to myself. Good fucking luck. I also have to say that yes, I know that that's not a healthy way to get out stress and anger. As I've expressed before, another way that I have been doing that is by eating and overeating and binging, and I can proudly say that I have been, knock on wood, really diminishing the binging as much as possible. And a way that we have been doing that, at least in our home, is cut out a lot of going out to eat and the fast food, and I've been trying to cook more and just be more, you know, homebody-ish, and also being a wife and trying to save money that way as well. So I feel like it's kind of like a well-rounded balance right there. Another thing is that other ways that I like to just wind down at the end of the day, I love doing my face masks, the little paper sheet masks you guys have seen me haul. I love those. You've seen them on my Snapchat. I like to take baths. I like to take showers, honestly. Sometimes I'll be like, I feel disgusting and dirty. I'm irritated. So I'm gonna go shower because it just makes me feel better. It just makes me feel relaxed and calm is what I definitely need. You know, obviously then after all of my own me time and all the stuff that I would like to do to relax, you know, then there is obviously David, my husband, and there's, you know, my mom and my friends and my couple coworkers that I text all the time, and I'm just like, get me out of here, please. And I think that's really the problem now with today, is that mental health, yes, is taking a rise, and it's doing so well with the awareness, and people are becoming more aware and expressing how they feel and making videos and to bring more awareness to it so more people can get help and less people are ending their lives because they feel so that there is an outlet for them to go to. But at the same time, there's, you know, school and work environments just don't seem to get it, at least a lot of them, from what I have seen and heard in social media and on the news, that, you know, if a student, you know, takes their life, they have grief counselors, but it's like, what could you have been doing to help this student in the beginning? Now, granted, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. Don't love to talk about it, don't want to talk about the depression. They don't feel like no one understands, no one gets them. You are not alone. And I've said this so many times, but you are not alone. If you are depressed, if you are suicidal, you feel like it is the way out, trust me, it is not a way out, because at the end of the day, you are really just gonna hurt yourself and the people around you. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. Please do not do that, because it is not worth it. Believe me, it is so not worth to take your own life. I really am going to be talking about the next couple weeks, actually, on my channel, the story of my uncle and how he took his own life. And I've never talked about that on social media, or, well, I have social media, but really in detail on YouTube or anything like that. And I feel like you guys need to hear it. You guys need to hear my perspective from someone that has kind of sat on the sidelines, had no idea what was going on, and all of a sudden gone. Like in a blink of an eye, just gone. And it was just really, really difficult. So with that all being said, to what I was referring to, just schools and workplaces don't get it. They really don't get it. Like, they try. I feel like schools are kind of trying, but they don't get it. In workplaces, they could give a rat's ass. Let's be fucking real. They just want you there to work, show up, do your job, leave, for the most part. Now, I know that, like, obviously, like, you're gonna make friends with your coworkers. Hopefully, if your boss isn't too much of an asshole, then, you know, they care and they want, you know, they care about what happens to you and stuff like that. So in those cases, you know, hopefully that there is some sort of policy or working in policy in place, or that they would understand if you called out of work because you weren't feeling mentally okay today, whatever the case. But for the most part, workplaces don't get it. They don't get it, and they don't care to get it. Kind of like my ex-boyfriend. Didn't care to get it. And that's the really unfortunate part, because if you're someone like me, like I will work till the cows come home. When I first started my job, I worked. There was probably like a 4 or 5 month span where I never called out, and the only time I was out was my days off, and that was it. Like, I never called out or anything, never took a day for myself, besides like vacation. And when David and I got married, like the whole summer, I did not call out of work. Like, I was there every single day. And I slowly started to realize, towards the end of fall, because things were starting to get really rough, that I needed to take some days off. I gotta take days off. I gotta take a couple vacations. Like, I can't fucking be here all the time, because it's gonna drive me insane. With the stuff that I personally deal with, every job is different. You know, working in childcare is really difficult depending on who you are, but hopefully someday you guys will understand and know what I'm referring to, but right now, no. But I don't know. Me personally, I had kind of an awakening the end of the fall. I was like, I gotta take days off. I gotta get on vacations. I gotta get out of here. I can't be here all the time. It's gonna drive me crazy. And it really did drive me crazy, and I hated it so much. So in that case, I think that's one of my biggest advice when it comes to especially work. If you work a job where they don't care, they don't want you to take days off, they get pissed at you when you call it, they get pissed at you when you have days off, and of course you can't plan mental health days ahead of time. Like, for the most part, I feel like a lot of people are like, well, if I need a mental health day, I can't just like, you know, take it off because, you know, X, Y, and Z, which, you know, if you guys get the vibe where I'm going with that there. So that's totally understandable. If you feel like your job is draining you and you've been working your ass off and they don't care and whatever, and you are kind of feel stuck and you don't want to look for another job yet, take as many days off as you can. If you can afford to do it, if you can have the PTO, the vacation time, the sick time, whatever the fuck you have built up at your job, take days off. Take days off to spend with your family, with your husband, your wife, your partner, whatever. Do what you gotta do. Take a day to go get your nails done. Take a day. Same thing as I've told you guys about my birthday. I always take my birthday off. Fuck that. I'm always gonna take my birthday off of work. That's just me. That's what's gonna happen. Fuck that. No, because I'm not working on my birthday. I'm not working like a part of the week of my birthday. Are you kidding me? Like, no. Like, that's a day about me and do what the fuck I want, hang out with who I want to, and fuck you guys. I'm not worrying about your work shit. I could give any advice as far as mental health days with work. Take days off. Take days off, plan trips, go places, do what you're gonna do. Take days off to just spend at home and watch Netflix with your dog. Like, do what you need to do to stay sane. Like, I think I literally have days off, or have had days off almost every single, minus a few months so far this year. I've had like at least 1 or 2 days off, if not vacation, because fuck that. Fuck that. Like, no, I need time to breathe and spend time with my mom, especially. My mom and I are very close. As you guys know, if you've watched me for a long time, me and my mom and my sister, we're just like this. Like, that's that. And I love spending time with them and my mom. And I just, you know, sometimes there's just a day, like, I want to call out of work and I want to go shopping with her, you know, like go to the grocery store with her and like go run errands. And there's a day where I just want to spend time with her, or, you know, whatever the case. So mental health days are so important. It grounds you, gives you just a day to breathe, do what you want, to feel rested and nourished and ready to go back to work or school the next day. I know for a fact that in high school, I used to take so many mental health days. I used to be like, Mom, I don't feel good today. And she'd be like, what's wrong? And I'll be like, oh, I'm sick. And then she'd be like, all right, fine, this one time. And I'm like, okay, cool. My mom was that mom. Like, if she knew that I was like not like mentally all right, she was just like, all right, stay home today, go back to school tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And that's what happened. So I know a lot of us in this world aren't fortunate to have that and have parents that would let us do that. So now, as an adult, if you are an adult, or if your parents are understanding, or whatever, as everything I've already stated, especially with work, take days off of work. Call out a few days if you need them. No one should have the right to punish you because you want to take days because you're not mentally okay. The most important thing in this world is that you are okay. If you are not okay, then you're not going to want to go to work. You're not going to want to go to school. You're not going to want to deal with anything. And it's just going to make you hate everything more. Because I know when you're not mentally all right, you don't care. You don't want to go. You don't want to do anything. So I kind of hope that helps you guys out. At least it's just from my own perspective and what I've dealt with. Of course, it's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor. I would like to go to school to be a counselor someday, so, you know, there's that. And so I can become a counselor for children and help advance in their lives as well. Above all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to help you in some way. And happy Mental Health Awareness Month to you guys, and I hope that you guys are doing anything and everything you can if you are struggling to get help. And if you need help, I always have the suicide hotline down in my description box. If you are really feeling that way, like you just don't want to live anymore, you are worth it. You are worth this life you are living. Your family, your friends, everyone around you loves you and they want to see you succeed. And to leave life would just be the worst possible thing you could do, because it's not going to end the pain. It is just going to continue it on to someone else, and so on and so forth. So yeah, but I love you guys so much. Hope you have an awesome day. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of me. Like this video if you enjoyed, and turn on post notifications so you know when I post a new video. Charge my phone because it's gonna die. So yeah, but I love you guys and I'll see you in my next one.